Update on a shooting that happened in Newton. This happened at a motorcycle club early Sunday morning. Motorcycle club shooting that our Kayland Hagwood is right now in the process of covering. She is out there gathering elements, including an interview with the police chief. She spoke to the police chief just moments ago. We're going to play this for you in its entirety right now here on WCNC Plus.
As far as investigations revealing, there was some sort of gathering at the motorcycle club early Sunday morning around 2:09ish. Gunshots were fired. We're still trying to figure out, who shot first, how shots were fired. Gunshots were fired. 2 individuals got struck. 1 did succumb to the gunshot wounds. The other one is currently in the hospital in Charlotte.
Now, do you think that this all unfolded within the club, or do you think there were shooters outside and inside?
As far as we can tell, right now is both inside and outside. Shots were fired, or should I say inside the premises of the club, not maybe inside the building, but on the rooftop and in the yard, yes.
Okay. And do you think these were all people from the same club shooting at each other?
That's a good question for now. The investigation so far, we're trying to figure out motive and who all was involved.
So you think that it is at least possible that it could be someone was shooting at the individuals at this club?
Possibility, yes, but that's part of the investigation that we have going on to figure it out.
Okay, and so we also don't have confirmation then, or you can't share right now if it was a possibility of another motorcycle club involved?
That's another thing that we're investigating to try to get all our facts before we make any kind of suggestions or rumors that any other rival clubs are involved in it.
Fair enough. A large police presence to this, not only with your organization, but several agencies, including ATF, SBI, supporting. Why was it important for all of these agencies to come together for this particular investigation?
Well, one, and I'll speak for Catawba County, we have a real good working relationship with all our partners, federal all the way down to the local agencies. And anytime we're a smaller agency, and anytime we see or they see anybody needs assistance, wherever it is, we always try to help out. And this is one of those situations where we know, if we have any kind of shootings and there's a large number of individuals, we try to get as many resources in there as we can so that we can stop whatever the threat is immediately and then make sure our communities are safe.
About how many shots do you think were fired at this time?
So far, I know we have over 30 shell casings, and I don't know the exact number, but I know it's over 30 shell casings that we have so far.
Multiple shooters?
It appears to be.
Do you think that this could have any type of a gang-related activity at this stage?
That's all a part of our investigation. We're trying to figure out if it is or not.
I will say, and I know that this is only day 2 or 3 at this point,
right.
But what we were told over the weekend is that that part of the reason why there was such a large response was because the Outlaws have a history of potentially a gang-related activity, this organization as a whole. Is that your understanding?
Well, we will always take that in consideration. Anybody that we're dealing with, if it's a gang-affiliated organization or whatever it may be, we always take it in consideration. The safety of our folks, our officers, and the safety of our community. We're going to make sure we're as safe as we can be.
Can you talk about the history of this particular organization?
Well, here in the city, we've had a couple incidents at this clubhouse. I think the last one we had was, I believe it was back in November of 2024, where we had an individual that was shot in the street going past the clubhouse. Prior to that, I'm not sure the exact dates, but there's just minor things, calls and things like that for the clubhouse.
Okay, so nothing like what you may have seen on the national scale with gang-related activity.
Right, and I don't know what all they do inside the clubhouse. Obviously, we're not inside the clubhouse a lot, so I don't know what occurs inside the clubhouse. But a lot of what we deal with is not anything associated with the clubhouse.
And just want to clarify something. You said it appears that there were people shooting from the roof.
It does. We did recover some shell casings on the roof of the clubhouse.
Is there any message to the community at this point?
Just letting the community know we are doing everything that we can to make sure that we keep our community safe. And if the community has any information, whether it's any information that they can provide by calling in, if they have video surveillance from the area that can give us any kind of leads on anything, the most minute part of it, they may not think is important, could help, solve this incident. So anything that they can provide us, we appreciate it.
At this stage, the two victims that you have, are they suspects at this point?
Well, they are not suspects per se. We're trying to figure out motive and what occurred. We don't know who started shooting who or at all who started the shooting. So we're keeping all our options open, and hopefully we'll figure it out soon.
And no suspects have been named at this point?
As of now, there's no suspects named, and we have made no arrests.
Chief, I had two quick follow-up questions.
Yes, sir.
We were told that when the initial officers got on scene, that there were several people armed. Did you seize a bunch of weapons, and do you have a count on how many weapons?
We seized a lot of property from the clubhouse itself, just as a part of the investigation. I'm not sure. There were firearms and other things seized. I'm not sure the count of them, but yes, we did seize some firearms.
This morning I counted a half dozen video surveillance cameras around that clubhouse. Were you able to get any surveillance video from?
As of right now, we have search warrants that we're conducting on some of the equipment that we did take out of there, so I don't know what is on those camera systems that we have some of the hard drives for.
What do you want the people in Newton to know tonight?
Well, like I was saying earlier, you know, Newton is a very good community, a safe community, and we take pride in that. Our community takes pride. Community does a lot to make sure that they're safe as a whole themselves. And they help us, they assist us all the way. So we continuously ask for assistance from our community as well. Whether that's calling us, if you heard something, saw something, you have video surveillance at your residence, we ask that you call us and we'll come out and we'll look at it. And if it's something we can use, obviously we'll utilize it. But we just ask for any assistance.
Are you getting any cooperation from the Outlaws over this?
Cooperation, I won't say cooperation. We're still trying to interview people.
But you haven't spoken with any of the Outlaws? Or?
I personally have not.